Yashala, Yahweh, Alhaganawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shema, Yashala, Yahweh, Alhaganawa, Yahweh, Achad, Shema, Yashala, Yahweh, Alhaganawa, Yahweh, Achad. Bracket the Yahweh, bracket the Yahweh Shai, bracket the Yahweh, bracket the Yahweh Shai, bracket the Yahweh, bracket the Yahweh Shai, Bahashara Kahakadash. I want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. I'm Zahar Spirit Wind Judah. And today I want to go into a topic entitled Eve knows everything but her role. Eve knows everything but her role. And the reason I'm going into this is actually a video response to the elder Apostle Kabar, all right, in which he was basically going into, Eve from IUIC, telling him basically he doesn't know what he's talking about. I can't remember exactly what she said word for word, but basically she was out of place to even talk to him in that manner, right? All right, and it's something I thought about a while back, like years ago. It just hit me in the spirit. You got a woman, you're dealing with a woman, all right? You deal with Eve. Eve has a I know it mentality. Eve already assumes that she's smarter than you in most cases. Eve assumes that you're basic or you're lost and you're misguided. She thinks, if she doesn't think she's equal, she definitely thinks she's superior. But one thing I know about Eve is that Eve knows everything but her role, man. Eve knows everything but her place. Even when it comes to the scriptures, you got Israelite women who know they're Israelites, but they want to know breakdowns. You got women that you dealt with, right? Women you deal with, and they're supposed to know they're Israelites. They want to know everything, all right, but their role. It may be 10 scriptures that straight up tell a woman her role. Like Ephesians 5, Titus, Peter, even the Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. But Eve has this innate desire to rule over you. Eve has an innate desire to teach. Eve has an innate desire to leverage herself with the Israelite man and to compete with them and, be in the same position as the man, but really greater. Eve has an innate desire to really one up you, man, to dominate you. That's why they don't make great spouses. And of course, I'm not talking about the sisters who chime in and they follow the lamb, all right? But it's Eve in general, man. And whether they got a turban on or a turban off, man. And one thing, it hit me, man. It just hit me like a great epiphany. Like Eve knows everything but her role. And it's simple. What's that scripture? Is it in Titus where it says, or is it Timothy? I get it mixed up when I'm not looking at the scriptures. But it says how the aged women should teach the young women to be discreet, chaste, keepers of the house. Those three words, those three beginnings will change your whole dynamic with a woman. To be discreet, all right? Which discreet goes into private or self-control, having good judgment. I think that's where you get discretion from. Chaste means sexually restrained, man. All right? Keepers at home, not going out all the time. All right? Not girls' night out, man. Girls' trip. That's not biblical. Does that describe Eve or does that not describe Eve, man? This is her role. This is her place. The aged women, the mature women, teach the young women to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, obedient to their husbands, just having a reputation of good works, man. Your job is way more simple than ours, And I've been watching videos of Christians who are supposedly Edomites, and they figured it out before Eve did. Let the man lead. And the women, these are women who are detoxing from feminism, Edomite women. And they're on the videos with their husbands talking like, yeah, I have to be submissive. I have to let my husband lead. And whatever character flaws he has that inhibits him from just leading, I have to pray about it as opposed to me taking that lead. And anything he's not good at, instead of resenting him for not being good at it, instead of, you know, resenting him for not being good at certain things like organization skills or budgeting, I can take that role in my feminine. You see? Instead of resenting him or holding a grudge or fussing or nagging or henpecking, I could take on that. You know, or a husband might be forgetful. If he's forgetful in this area, then I'll take on that role, not to dominate him, but to just assist him. I am his personal assistant. You got your enemies figuring this out before you, Eve. Eve is in these different Israelite groups, especially apparently IUIC. Because the reason why they do that shit, because they think that men and GMS are just bums. So they don't look at it like, oh, I can talk to him any type of way. Because they've been taught by their heads, their leaders, oh, those pedophiles, those sickos, those bums. You know? There's an ancient quote that we used to say back in the ancient world, and I got it from this book, Nature Knows No Color Line. And it goes like this: as little as an ant your husband may be, he still confers on you rank and dignity. What the fuck does that mean? As insignificant a man is, he still has preeminence over you as a woman. See, what we're learning in this truth is place and order. And we're learning in this truth that Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua gave men authority. And in our household, he gave us authority. And authority comes with respect. Your sons and daughters owe you respect. Your woman owe you respect. And you Israelite women who's supposed to fucking know better, you definitely owe us respect. Because you're in the know. You're supposed to not be Keisha. You're supposed to not be pat my hands on my head, fake eyebrows, eyelashes, whore-like mentality, Eve. You're not supposed to be Keisha. You're not supposed to be Keisha. You're supposed to be an example of what not to be. And one thing I noticed about women, especially so-called black women, in every space that I've been in, whether it was back in school, on a job, domestically, they know everything but they roll. Like I said, you'll get with women, and I'm not venting like my personal, I'm mad at my situation, so I'm venting on camera. No, I'm in response to this stuff, man. Eve knows everything but her role, man. All right? And a woman wants to know this thing and this thing, and she want to challenge you with this. But when you show her her role in the scriptures, it's something. It has to be something else. But Deborah, but see Deborah was going off. All right. Part of our shame as well. And what do you call it? The female version of a hero. We had Suzanne. Right? We had you know, turbans off to her, you know, and those women are back. We had Sarah, but all of those women were hyper fucking feminine and hyper fucking submissive, man. And those women wouldn't dare emasculate or disrespect an Israelite man because they knew who the fucking enemy was, man. They knew their role in our nation. You know? Those women were shamefaced, man. All right, let's go, man. All right, I'm going to roughly paraphrase the scriptures that you give me because apparently, obviously, I'm en route, I'm driving. You know? Shalom to you, elder. All right? It says, but the woman was created for the man. Why was the woman created? As a personal assistant, I help me. She's your iPhone. Baby, what was I supposed to do Monday? Yeah, I supposed to have did something. And she supposed to remind, yeah, baby, you said you're going to do this Tuesday. Don't forget. And you're supposed to pick up, yeah, and this is the post office, so you got to run by the post. Yeah, it's the woman. In modern times, you come home, You know, depending on y'all work schedule, and Eve has to work, man. That's another thing. A lot of you women are Hebrew hustling. A lot of you women are Hebrew hustling. A lot of you women are what's Hebrew hustling? You get an Israelite man and pontificate that because he's the man, he's supposed to be the provider, and I'm supposed to be at the house. Like we back in the old country where we had estates and we didn't have mortgages and rents and car notes and shit. Like we inherited everything. Hey, it says we are yet this day in our captivity, all right, and are subject to payments. So yeah, we're in America, and you most likely went to college, Eve. You gotta pay some. This part of you been to help me, you know. But once again, every brother has a different situation for his family. So whatever you got for your family, hey, I'm not one to say this how it should be or this how it should, you know, whatever structure you got, man. You know, you might have a situation where she ain't gotta work. That's between y'all. But I know Eve out here Hebrew hustling. She taking your gender role and saying, you the man, you supposed to cover all this shit. Knowing damn well Jake making $15 an hour. Jake making $12, $13 an hour. Or $20 an hour ain't shit if you got Lewis. You know? Jake trying to budget. She don't give a fuck about your budget. But a woman want to tell you about your place in the scriptures. A woman want to tell you you going off, man. Eve, y'all got a lot on y'all plate, man. Before y'all can tell a man any motherfucking thing, man. You know? A lot of you Eve, man. A lot of you Eve women. Y'all don't want a structured man until them babies fucking pop out. Then y'all want that gender role. When them babies pop out, then y'all want that. Now y'all want a provider. Get the fuck, y'all be hustling out here, man. And then say, well, you pay the rent and the light bill. Like, goddamn, what you gonna pay? Then y'all, a lot of y'all are sluts. But y'all new hustle to get put on is fake femininity. It's soft life. It's soft life, man. But y'all ain't nothing but sluts is running this game with so many dudes, and whichever one take the feminine bait, that's the sucker, really. You know? You see? As little as an ant your husband may be, he still confers on you rank and dignity. Even if you knew anything, you'll know your fucking role. And that's to be quiet. The reason why our nation is in mayhem is because, as for my people, children are their oppressors, Esau, Edom, and women rule over them. I gotta end the lesson. I got an appointment I gotta go to. Salat, I'll be willing to turn it back on a little later. The water for tuning in. Hey, till the next time, Shalom. They calling me and just interrupting the live stream. Salat.